Okay, so we're
Yeah.
working a little bit longer trail than what we've done in the past. We're going to try to extend it out for her somewhat. And
Powoli.
again, working primarily in
Powoli.
urban environments. She starts her track off really nicely. Super easy to read when she's in odor and when she's not.
Powoli.
And I think that you've got, I'm not sure if you're using your full 10 meters here or if you even have 10 meters at this point, but it might be a good idea just to give her a little bit more leash in this area. You've got nothing going on. There's no traffic, so let her have it.
Powoli.
I think you're starting to do that right now. You're giving her a little bit more.
Powoli. Powoli.
Okay, so Anna, this looks like a really good example of hunting behavior. Notice how she goes all heads up. She's looking for the scent picture, can't find it. So this is something that we want to document as hunting behavior. Now she's all heads up, trying to locate it. Probably got a fair amount of blown odor here, which is what's creating this to happen. But how we know that this is in track is inconsistent body language. In other words, her head's going up and down, inconsistent direction of travel. She's going left and right, inconsistent speed. She doesn't have the same flow that she would normally have. Really good call on the
Vive.
distraction. You could see by her behavior that it was coming. She was radaring into that item, whatever it might have been. And good call, fast correction, got her off of it nicely.
Powoli.
So we getting some consistency back here. Direction of travel, more consistent head, more consistent speed, and this is what's telling us that we have trailing behavior. Um, I think that you're safer to use a little bit more lead here. I noticed that you had a fair amount coiled up in your hands, and when you're in these open spaces, especially when the surface area is not that great, it would be better to let her have just a little bit more lead when she's working. Notice how she hits that track line so hard here when she hits that grass. That was really good.
Powoli.
Okay, so this is the general location where you're asking about, why is she staying here on the left-hand side versus going to the right where the trail layer went. Um, the only thing I can tell you is the distance is really short, from the start of where the turn was to where the trail layer actually comes back. It's very easy for a dog to shoot a gap like this when the distance is less than 20 or 30 yards. Where I would see maybe a little bit of an issue is if that was, 75 or 100 yards, it might be a little bit different. Again, I think it would be better to give her a little bit more lead. I don't know how much you have in your hand, it's hard to tell. But if you got a little bit more, let's use all of it. This was nice. You know that she wanted to go
Vive.
see her, but she also knew that she wasn't something she's supposed to do. So a quick little correction, and she gets right back to work. Very good. I like this little pocket back here. It's clear that she runs out of odor quite nicely, and she's showing you good changes in behavior that she's run out of it. And we're getting some hunting behavior, no longer tracking. Again, this is a place where you want to try to let all that leash go that you can. Give her the area to try to find it if at all possible. When she comes back out, she picks up the track really good. I really like this intersection right here because you can tell she's on odor and there's a little bit of indecision on the direction, and she has to circle around and isolate it a little bit better. So, really great decision making process on her part here, and it's very, very easy to read that she's on scent. The rest of the trail is just really quite good, an extension of everything else she's done so far. Let's talk about what we need to do in the future. Let's have something maybe about the same distance or a little bit closer, or a little bit shorter. But let's age that track out to about 30 or 45 minutes old. Let's start with 30 and then work up to 45. Other than that, really great trail. Super happy with how you worked it.